Hey guys, I'm right now in the middle of the mountains in Central Europe, in Slovakia. Look at those beautiful peaks around me. I'll show you an amazing freshwater drinking water lake just here. Anyways, you can see most probably the sound is gonna be terrible because I do not even have a microphone here. I was definitely not planning on making this video, but while walking up, while really walking up the hills and putting in the hard work and struggling along the way, I had few thoughts that I thought I really want to share with you. Building a successful e-commerce business is very similar to climbing these mountains. Those peaks that you can see, you can't just get straight from the car park to the peaks. There are stages you need to go through. The same with us. It took us like almost 4 hours just to get to this point, and let me tell you, it's been really hard. My legs are sore, my whole body is sore. Now we got relatively mid-strength rain. There was heavy rain before, and so it's the same with your e-commerce business. You can't just go straight from the bottom to making 30, 50, 100 grand a month. It just doesn't work that way. There are steps you need to go through. You need to be ready to take those steps. You need to make sure that you are safe, and you of course need to be ready to put in the work. So it's like climbing these mountains. A mentor is like a guide. I can point you in the right direction. I can show you the way. I can make sure that you're going forwards, that you don't get lost. Make sure that you are not going backwards, that you are moving forward. But you need to be able to put in the work. You need to be willing to put in the work, and you need to be ready to go through those small stages. And every stage you come into, there is a new challenge that pops up, just like here. It was a beautiful clear day, then it started heavy raining, and the further up we're climbing, the harder it's getting. It's not getting any easier, let me tell you. It's getting harder. And so of course the reward is amazing once you get there, and of course it's extremely achievable to get there, but you need to be willing to put in the work. You need to do the heavy lifting and be ready to go step by step and reach those milestones along the way. Be willing to first of all make your first sale. If you haven't yet made your first sale, then do not expect in the next month to be turning over 100 grand a month. If you are already past that stage and you're making a few thousand a month, you want to make sure that you're ready and you're making that consistently, and then going to the next step, and then from 10 you want to go to 20, 50 and 100, and so on and so forth. But I just really wanted to share this with you because recently I've met quite a few people who basically gave up. They gave up on their dreams and hopes, and they gave up on their business purely because they thought that somebody else is going to do all of this for them. So it's not how it works, right? You definitely can get a guide that shows you the path. Make sure that you walk in the right direction, that you are not kind of walking backwards or running around in circles, but you need to be the one walking. Nobody is going to be carrying you on their back, right? And this is what I want to share with you in these beautiful mountains, because it's the same. And and as soon as you reach your first goal, you see the next peak, and then you climb the next peak, and then you realize that there is even a higher peak behind that, and of course there is a new challenge coming with that. So the rewards getting up here is amazing, and once you get up there, the reward is even greater. But the question is, are you willing to put in the work? Because really, success of your business, as much as somebody can show you the path, the success is up to you. It's up to you. Are you willing to put in the work? Do you really have what it takes? Are you willing to just get a little bit more mentally tougher and make sure that you stick to the plan, you stick to the path, and you just keep going, because that's what it's all about. And it's not necessarily the smartest and the richest that get to the top, but it's the ones that don't give up and keep going. So with that, guys, enjoy the view just like I've been, and I talk to you later. Bye.